everyone, and welcome back to MaxspeedTV. Tonight, the Downforce Racing Series unloads for the final time this season. Season 13, round number 14 here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Presented to you all by MaxspeedTV and myself, Joshua Medlock, up here on the call again for you all. Lost Me 61, Eric W. Brennan Kennedy out there in chat here tonight. How are you all doing? Well, we have got very close point standings here, especially the top two. We'll take a look at who those two are going for the championship here in just a second. But first, as always, we jump down here to the pre-race analytics with an air temp of 64. Track temp of 67. It is 140 laps here tonight. Our stages here, 35 white flag, 36 will be the caution. Stage 2, white at 70, and caution at 71 for the stages. Stage points are going to be at play here for, of course, everybody, and especially the top two drivers. So we'll get a look at really how close that is. You would actually be surprised. It is 210 miles out here. No tires. The fuel is 100%. We're looking roughly at about 50 to 55 laps on fuel. They can do at least the first stage guaranteed on tires and fuel. We'll see them come down pit road guaranteed, and then they'll do the second stage. I do not believe they can make it in the last stint of the race here tonight on a fuel run. They will have to come down at least, maybe split it in half or splash and go, depending on if we are green here tonight. But we shall see. 15 drivers out here this evening. Should be a pretty good race. Now, pit road here at Kansas, 45 miles an hour with a pace speed of a 65. Now, taking a look here at the point standings, Chris Gutierrez, Jeff Hollingsworth, that is our two drivers that are going for the championship. Now, as you can tell, it's only 26 that separates the two of them. So, definitely anything is possible for Jeff. Chris mainly, and Chris does not have to win the race. He does have to at least probably maybe pick up a few stage points, and I think he'll be good to go. Jeff doesn't necessarily, I think, need the win either, depending on what happens in the stages. If, he comes in and grabs, all the stage points, that would be 10, 5 for each stage. And Chris somehow does not manage to get any stage points, which, with 15 drivers is a possibility. Then, of course, Jeff, would probably have to have a good solid finish, and Chris would have to finish in the back. But then the other way around, Chris, something would happen to happen to Jeff, but God forbid anything happens to either one of them or for any of the 15 drivers out here tonight. It should be a good slobber knocker down here with Chris and Jeff out here going for the championship. Now, Austin Williams is setting back into third at 5:39. Now, he is probably locked in, I would say, for that third spot, being 79 behind the leader and 53 behind Jeff. Charlie is 128 behind the leader, 49 behind Austin. So, that is, I want to say, probably within striking distance per se. Now, Charlie right there does have Keith on his tail at 482, 136 behind the leader, but only 8 behind Charlie. Lonnie Barrington, 435 and 6th at 138 behind the leader, 47 behind Keith. Kyle Gilbert in 7th at 431, 187 behind the leader, 4 behind Lonnie. Mike Whitaker in 8th at 418, 200 even behind the leader, and 13 behind Kyle. Terry Adams in 9th at 397, 221 behind the leader and 21 behind Mike. Kevin Guthrie in 10th at 395, 223 behind the leader and 2 behind Terry. John Anderson at 11th at 380. 238 behind the leader and 15 behind Kevin. Paul Crumrine 12th at 340. 278 behind the leader and 40 behind John. Dave Hunt in 13th at 284. 334 behind the leader and 56 behind Paul. Ryan Patty in 14th at 262. 356 behind the leader and 22 behind Dave. Robert Bob Lacavara in 15th at 261. 357 behind the leader, only 1 behind Ryan. And Fred Williams in 16th at 253. 365 behind the leader and 8 behind Bob. So still pretty close between some drivers out here tonight. We'll keep our eye not only on everybody out here, but of course Chris and Jeff here, but they are going to step into qualifying here, folks, and we are going to step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. So hang tight. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, in the home of
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, we are back. Qualified is pretty much getting down to the wire here. Everybody, for the most part, has qualified. We are sitting right now in the 5 of Bob Lacavara. That would be Robert, for everybody that does not know. He is out here putting in his laps, and we do have Jeff Hollingsworth out here as well. Right now setting up in that P2 position. Dave Hunt right now with a 30.192 up at the top spot. Chris in 4th, Lonnie 3rd, Charlie rounding out the top 5 here in a qualifying. Under 5 minutes to go. Chris Walker sitting at the exit of pit road. We'll see if Chris decides to come back out here and finish up his 2 laps. I do believe that he has got left. And it looks like Jeff is officially done. So starting as of right now up at the top here in that P2 position, Chris Walker is going to come back out. Bob Lacavara is on his 3rd lap, and he's going to put it up into that 13th spot. The only driver that has not come out is Mr. Fred Williams. We'll see if Fred does come out and pull a few laps with the guys out here tonight, or if he decides that he's just going to kind of set back and talk to his teammates down there. And as I say that Mid-South 95 machine is going to come out, it looks like, and pull out of qualifying. He doesn't want to be the lonesome dove out there that doesn't qualify, it looks like. So coming on out on to the track is Fred Williams. We'll give it just a little bit here before we get, well, in this case, either Fred or Dave up here. But with a 30.192 for Dave Hunt, that's gonna be difficult to beat for sure. Oh yes, please, Eric, you all right? Robert Edgerton out there in chat as well. Dennis in chat too. Glad to see both of you. Yeah, hit that like button, folks. This is the season finale, and I'm not sure exactly when these guys are going to fire it back up. I know they're going to take about 3 to 4 weeks off, and probably looking at about around October the 5th, maybe, or September 28th. They may get fired back up. I don't know. We'll know more information during the off season. But right now, coming down to 2 minutes, Fred is going to pop the line in a 31.045. That's going to still put him back toward the back. Ross Rawlings, glad to see Ross out here. We might have to call him Chastain out here tonight just to, yeah, I know, just to joke around. But Ross Rawlings in the 91 looks like is going to be starting at the tail end here tonight. So 16 drivers going to be starting into the field here at Kansas. So a minute and a half here left to go, and old Fred getting bent out of shape. But the last race of the season and the last race in August already, man. We are winding down 2023. A big shout out to Bob and Mike and all the admins, Hanover, and everybody over here at Downforce for putting on an awesome season. Boy, this season went by quick. And looks like Fred is going to be done. So let's go ahead and get Dave down here. Dave, buddy, got a copy?
Oh, I got you there, Josh.
Hey, man, Will, with a 31.92, that's going to be good enough for the top spot here at Kansas, man. Looks like you're feeling pretty good, pretty comfortable out there here early on. How you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm just out here to have some fun. I just don't want to get in the way of these championship drivers that are going to run for that championship. So I'm just going to see what can happen. Try to stay out of anybody's way.
Well, you did steal a bonus point from the both of them. So,
yeah, I did that.
So that's still going to put them at 26 between the two. So looks like it may come down to the race here for these two guys. But either way, Dave, I know you're going out here for a win as well. So, you know, good luck out there. Congratulations on the pole here tonight, brother. Now, real quick, what does it feel like? Is it loose? Is it tight? Is it toot?
It's racy. I like it. It's fun. It's a good setup.
All right. Well, I believe Bob made the setup, so you can blame him for it.
Yeah, I didn't get much practice, so I just got a few laps in here, and I figured it out for that. But for a long run, I have no idea, so we'll see what happens.
Well, we'll see what happens. Dave, go have some fun out here tonight, brother.
All right, thanks, Josh.
Thank you, bud. All right. Well, Dave Hunt is going to get us going out here tonight, and we're going to get him on the MaxspeedTV qualifying grid for the final time here tonight. Dave Hunt, yep, up at the top here this evening. Jeff Hollingsworth is going to start on the outside of him in second. Lonnie Barrington third. Chris is going to put his car right behind Jeff, so you'll have both of them on the outside here this evening. Charlie Woods there in fifth, Keith Hanlon sixth, Mike Whitaker seventh, Austin Williams eighth, John Anderson ninth, and Kevin Gunther 10th. PK, Paul Crumrah in 11th. Harry, Terry's name's Harry here tonight. Terry Adams. Hanover 5th there in 12th. Bob Locavara 13th. Chris Walker 14th. Fred Williams 15th. And Ross Rawlings will round it out here in 16th. And it looks like, okay, so he did grid. All right. Well, his name was grayed out there for a second. I didn't know if Bob gridded, but he did. All right. Theory. Theory. I called him Harry, the Theory Harry. Yep, Theory Harry. Theory. Yeah, I kind of got tongue-tied there a little bit. A little tired here now. All righty, folks. Diving into three here for the first time. Pull those belts tight. One more time. Here we go. That pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. And we will wait for the initial green here. Coming into the Geico start zone here tonight. And the green is out. Boogity, 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 folks. We are season finale racing here at Kansas for the Downforce Racing Series here tonight. Already starting to see some movement. Chris already taking a spot up here behind Lonnie. Keith getting up really close to the wall. Jeff takes over the lead here tonight, and he will pick up a bonus point here early, taking him now down to 225 points behind Chris. We're going to be counting it down all night long here, folks. Whoa, we got a car getting loose. That is PK having all sorts of issues here, going all the way back to 16th here early on. Looks like he's going to have to just kind of buckle down, hang in there, see what happens. Keith Hanlon, Charlie Woods, 15 of Austin Williams. all right here, buckle down together. Kansas, very good track. Love Kansas. Sort of. The only thing I don't like about this track is it tends to be more high line dominant, which means the wall. Of course, Dennis Hansman knows all about the wall out there here tonight in chat. So he can tell us a lot more here tonight about how Kansas is. All right, now Chris up at the top here. Jeff did lead the first 3 laps. Something happened. Now Chris is going to lead a lap. That's going to give him a bonus point. So now we are going to go back to the plus 26 here and minus 26. We're going to be doing this pretty much all night long to keep everybody in the loop about how close they are on points. Fred kind of falling back here, but Fred just doing Fred things. Dave is back into second. Lonnie, Austin, Charlie, Keith, Mike, John, Anderson hanging out here in 9th, right where he started. Kevin Gunther started in 10th. He's going to go to the inside of the 56, as well as Chris Walker in the 23. Voodoo, wow, blue and black machine there, pretty sharp paint. He's going to look to the inside, but not going to be able to do it through the tri-oval. We'll see what he does down here into 1. Is he going to split the gap, go straight up the middle, maybe take it 3 wide? Probably not. A little bit too early for 3 wide here. Sorry. Excuse me. Oh, man. I'm all right. Not dying over here yet. Oh, you're talking about the 97 of Jeff Hollingsworth? Oh, he is in the same paint that he always runs, the Coast Guard DAV paint. And Chris and Dave kind of broke away a little bit from that backpack here, starting to go single file and starting to really get closer to that outside wall. Lonnie putting some pressure on the 40. Lonnie back into 6th after starting 3rd. Right now, doing really good. These guys 11 laps into it, but man, we can just see how close to the wall these guys get. And of course, that outside wall can definitely bite you if you are not careful. And back through the tri-oval, single file going on back here. Bob did kind of pull it toward the back a little bit, doing a little bit of blinking. He doesn't want to cause any issues, so smart a job on Bob's part. Looks like Kevin, Ross, John, they are all right here, as well as Hanover Fist. Hanging out right here, and Hanover is going to shoot down to the inside. Man. Keith and Lonnie. Chris still leading the way. They've kind of broken away some more at about 2 seconds now. Back to Jeff. Chris wasted no time from 4th to 1st. Dave didn't even get a chance to lead a lap out here tonight. It's been Jeff and Chris leading the laps so far. Austin Williams really close to that wall here, and the 40 of Charlie as they make their way out of 4 through the tri-oval. Charlie up to 4th. It may do it. It may do it. Other than the stages, Eric, it may be a caution-free race. It would not surprise me one bit if we do have a caution-free race. And over, Chris Walker doing some battling back here for 12th. We got a few battles going on, but not a whole lot. Looks like Kevin and Mike. Mike way up there, the 91 of Ross. Ross Chastain, that's what I want to call him. Ross Rollins started in 16th. He's already cracked the top 10 in 10th now, and he's trying to run down the 707. But 707 keeping him at bay. Now there goes Ross to the inside. It's looking like the inside line might be the line to pass on. It looks like the outside line not where you want to try and make your move. As we've seen Ross just get around box, and Ross up into 9th, trying to run down Kevin Gunther, Keith Hanlon, Lonnie Barrington, Austin Williams, Charlie, and Jeff. Starting to kind of pull away just a smudge here from Austin. Chris kind of checked out from Dave here as well, about a little over a second and a half, and climbing. Chris, home track right here of Kansas. Not to put any more pressure on him than what there already is, but Chris trying to get the championship here tonight. Whoa. Mr. Anderson having a little bit of issues. Eric. If we have a caution, then I'll do a push-up. You'll do one push-up, huh? So for every caution we have, that means you'll do a push-up, right? So we need 100. We need 100 cautions. You'll have to do 100 push-ups. I'm sure Bob and Hanover be like, when they go back and listen to it, they'll be like, no, we don't need no 100 cautions. We'd be here all night, folks. We had 100 cautions, I'd probably end up. Whoa! Lonnie up into the wall a little bit, it looked like there. Slowed him down. That's going to allow Keith Hanlon to get around him. Of course you don't want 100 cautions because you don't want to do 100 push-ups. Ross now back into 10th again. He was up into 9th and then fell back a spot. He still has John and Hanover right there to right behind him. So, but Chris kind of checking out of the situation. Jeff has ran down Dave Hunt here. Getting closer to stage 1. Of course, white flag at 35. Caution at 36. Now watch Jeff. He's going to prove me wrong here and pass. Yep, on the outside line. Dave, I don't think fought him awfully too hard. I believe he probably could have fought him a little bit harder, but Dave, not that type of driver. That did allow Jeff to pass on the outside, and now is going to try to run down Chris, but Dave still putting the pressure on him. That has allowed Charlie to catch right up there with him. Kevin Gunther, Austin Williams, they're going to, oh, Austin up into the wall. Good save by Austin. Good save there by Kevin, not to get into the back of Austin. Very knowledgeable drivers, Kevin and Austin both. How to make you do 100 push-ups just to do them. We'll even broadcast it live here on MaxspeedTV. Do it for charity. Kevin trying to get around Austin here, and then, of course, Charlie now coming around Dave for that third place position. Jeff is kind of checked out from Charlie at about a second. Trying to run down Chris, but Chris, man, he's on a different level right now. Of course, anything can happen still. We're by far nowhere near even close to being done. Hey, that's all right. You do have a webcam. Well, we may have to do a charity stream, you know. A couple of people come together and do 100 push-ups apiece for charity. Whoa, Kevin, he almost took out the pumpkin. And then the 10 of Lonnie was coming up on the 31, and wow, well, that got a little scary there for a moment between them two, but, well, them three, I should say. And, of course, we do see the 91 of Ross Rawlings up to 8th now. Yeah, that was a little on the whoa side. All right, coming up on lap number 30 here. This time by Chris is just all by himself. He's got the clean air, folks. He has nobody really around him. Jeff, pretty good clean air. Now, he is in second, but he really doesn't have anybody per se right up next to him. Charlie is about a second and a half back, and Chris is about 3 seconds ahead of him. So, not really, you know, in clean air, but not in dirty air either. I don't know, man. I think Jeff just might be trying to play the waiting game here. I don't know though. I don't know what Jeff is thinking. The 31 of Kevin Gunther. Yeah, his paint. That would actually be Old Bay. It's an Old Bay paint. We can actually, if I can find it here, we can jump up on it here. The Old Bay, that's Goldfish Crackers. He runs a different Old Bay paint. Seems like every week, whether it be Old Bay seasoning or, in this case, Old Bay crackers. Next week, it could be Old Bay peanut butter for all I know. I have no idea. Oh, Austin. Up too close to the wall yet again. Keith Hanlon, Dave Hunt. That's a battle for 4th. We're going to keep an eye on the laps here because Chris is going to take lap 34. So next time by will be the white flag for the stage. Yeah, not a problem. Got a few battles. I got a lot of favorite paints. Of course, I'm fond of the military paints, but and here we go. White flag in the air, 1 to go here for the stage. And if Chris doesn't do anything to mess it up here, then I think he'll be good to go for the stage, and that'll put him up to 31, and Chris Gutierrez gonna grab stage number 1 here tonight. Leading 32 laps. So with that being said, in his stage win, that is 5 bonus points. So he was up 26. He was up 26 when he started, then 25, and then 26, and then now add 5 to it. That will bring him up to, let's see here. I got a minus. Believe that is 30. Yeah. Now up 30 points because Jeff did finish in 2nd, so that's only 30 now. Well, all right, well, let's go ahead and get Chris down here real quick and have a little chit chat with him. Chris, got a copy there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you kind of checked out there once you got up front. Looks like that clean air is going to be somewhat important out here tonight, but.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, kind of saw dollar signs again when they kind of got together off 2, and I was like, I'm going for it, and then just managed it. Car's not too bad. I'm having a little vision problem right now though, which isn't helping me much right now. So.
Ooh.
Glasses and iRacing doesn't always mix well.
Yeah. All right. Well, you started a night 26, then you led a lap, or Jeff led a lap, then you led a lap, so that kind of evened y'all out again, and then the stage end. So that is going to put it up to, I believe, 31, somewhere right in there, 32 roughly. Anyway, you're moving up a little bit.
Yeah, it was definitely a really aggressive move, but I saw the stage points on the table.
Yeah.
Got to go for it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, well, you know it as well as I do, Chris. It ain't over until the checkered flag, so you know anything can happen. What's your mindset coming into stage number 2, knowing now that you do have I would say a comfortable lead, but a good lead?
Yeah, I think just kind of, if I could find a spot to ride for a while, that'd be good. I kind of want to see what this thing does in traffic. I mean, I kind of got a gift because they got together, but I think I learned a couple things on things I could try to minimize the dirty air. And then the biggest thing was treating this place like Darlington. like going through the corner and just keeping it off the wall. I think that's half the battle here. Is if you're going to run the top, just you can't get stuck in the wall because it's like glue.
All right. Well, you know, we got the stage here for stage 2. So how many laps left are after stage 2?
70.
You know
That is not going to happen again.
You know I had to bring that up.
No, that's I told you last week. I can't believe I was that stupid. You absolutely can make fun of me for that one because that's one of the dumbest I've ever done.
Well, all righty, buddy. Well, good luck out here tonight, man. It's, you know, anything can happen. So, you know, good luck, buddy. Chris, awesome job on the stage win here tonight. We'll see what happens in stage 2, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope anybody that's watching cheer me on. I appreciate you. I'm going to try to bring this home for you guys.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
Yep. All right. Well, that is Chris. And for everybody that does not know what that was all about, Chris kind of misjudged how many laps were left after the second stage last week. He thought there was 80 laps left and not 70, so he pitted, and yeah. So we had to give him a hard time out here tonight. But Jeff Hollingsworth is going to be our leader. Chris in second, Charlie, Keith, Ross, Austin, Kevin, Dave, Terry, and Mike going to round out the top 10. Pace cars off and away. Here we go, folks. Into the start zone here. Jeff on the loud pedal. Green is out. We are stage 2 racing here tonight for the Downforce Racing Series. Season 13, round number 14, season finale here tonight at Kansas. I think it's 14. Heck, it might be 15 for all I know. It's 15. I forgot to change the number. Yep. Round 15. My apologies. Okay. Up into the wall. He's going to keep it up there and let everybody go around him. And he is going to fall back several positions here. Oh, man. He pump-kinged it into the wall, but he's all right. Now he's got to work his way back up toward the front here. Jeff, 8 laps now. Man, Jeff really riding that outside of wall here. Very close. Got Austin Williams, Ross Rawlings, Charlie Woods, Dave Hunt, kind of crammed right here like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah, oops. Yep. Not sure exactly what you was oopsing about. Whoa! Austin, man! Okay, I think you have found the wall a little bit too much out here tonight, buddy. You keep smacking it. You've already given it too much loving, so don't need any more. Battle for the lead between Chris and Jeff. Or a championship 2, basically. Jeff is going to lead that lap and hold off Chris. There's a wall there. Yes, there is. He's hit it I don't know how many times here tonight. Right, Dave and Kevin, they're going to be doing some battling back here. That is for 6th. Hey, folks, we got about 7 out there tuning in, and we've got about 3 likes. Can we hit 4 or 5 likes out here tonight, folks? Well, hey, I might have to use that for a driver that I know very well. Because I think he might have a wall fetish. Yep. Whoa! 23. Chris even kissed it. Oh! Man. Good battle back here between Hanlon and Terry. As we call him Tada. 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 And another battle here for the lead. Chris and Jeff. And Jeff is going to have it at the line. Still watching Jeff and Chris. Ooh. Chris pushing up a little bit. That did kind of get that car a little loose, per se. Slow down the momentum. That did allow Charlie to peek down there onto the inside, but not going to be able to get around him. We are watching Ross Rawlings here. That is bringing up Austin Williams here and Dave Hunt as well. Kevin Gunther right back there in the 31. Everybody kind of in a line, and as I presumed, that high line really came into play here. PK tried to, well, he worked his way back up to 11th, right where he started, so a little mishap that he had earlier in the race didn't set him too far back. He's got his eyes set on Keith and Hanover here, though. We'll see if PK is able to get it up there to him. And it looks like Jeff is going to fall back. Whoa! So, not sure what actually happened to Jeff, but he did fall back now, back here to 4th, and Chris has taken back over the lead. I do believe, though, if Chris is able to pull out stage 2, mathematically, I don't know if Jeff would be able to catch him. But that was some good, solid racing up there by Chris and Jeff together. Oh, Jeff up into the wall. Oh! No, he don't. Nope, that sent him back to 6th. And Chris not really checking out right now. He's got Charlie and Ross right there together. PK, John, Chris, Lonnie. They are right here together, coming across the stripe. Battling, just kind of sitting here watching it, folks. I'm not, you know, I know they're racing it up. I mean, a lot of single file. We're watching Jeff now trying to get back around Kevin, and ooh, Jeff pushed up almost into the 31. I don't think you could have put a piece of paper between the two of them. That just goes to show you how pushy this car gets. And out of 2, Jeff is going to pull it behind Kevin now and kind of see what happens. The other guys, looks like we've got Ross, Mike, Chris, Jeff, Freddie, Charlie, PK, Austin, and Hanover is even down there in their room. So it looks like Hanover trying to get some tips and tricks out here. Looks like John, PK, Keith, and Lonnie, they are all still right here together with Mike coming up on them. Coming to lap number 60. Yeah, there it is, lap number 60. We do have about 11 more laps before we get to the end of stage 2. Bob Lacavara, folks, has already retired it for the evening here tonight. That internet connectivity, man, hey, I don't know what is going on, but I'm sure he is well aware of it. Keith Hanlon, Lonnie Barrington, that is back here 11th and 12th. And Mike Whitaker, even right here with him. Looks like Kevin and Jeff were going to do battling there. Whoa! Jeff trying to get around Kevin here. Not able to do it yet. That's bringing Austin Williams now closer to the 97. Ooh, somebody scraping the wall. That sounded like possibility. It could have been either Kevin or Dave. Thinking it was probably Kevin. But we can check here real quick. Look at Dave's car here. The Aeronautical University Embry-Riddle 53 looks pretty clean. Looks like Kevin's is pretty clean as well. If he did hit it, either one of them, it was probably just a little scrape. A little kiss, as we like to call it. But Chris, I mean, he's not checking out right now. He's only about a half a second still ahead. Now, Ross Rawlings, though, look at this. Ross Rawlings from 16th, the biggest mover here tonight, up into second. He is trying to run down Chris Gutierrez here. We will see if, whoa, Ross really close to the wall. That's going to bring up Charlie here. Charlie Charles, and Ross up into the wall again. There goes Charlie. Charlie up to second. Well, as soon as I start talking about Ross, well, you see what happens, folks. I just need to stop talking about how good drivers are doing. Maybe start talking about how bad they're doing. Maybe they won't end up wrecking, you know. Looks like Jeff is going to slide it up in front of the 31. He's going to go back into 5th. Well, I mean, I talk good about them, and then they wreck. So if I talk bad about them, maybe they won't wreck, you know. Isn't that the logic nowadays, Eric? I mean, Hanover having one a heck of a little wobble there from Austin. Good save there by Austin. I'm sure John was like, dude, save it. And he did just that. Reverse psychology, yep. Yeah, reverse psychology. Well, I mean, works on some people. It even works on some adults. "51 laps under his belt. He's going to make it 52 this time by lap number 70. Guess what, folks? White flag in the air for stage number 2. And I believe with this, Chris probably going to have it in the books. As he comes out of turn number 4, Chris Gutierrez is going to sweep the stages here tonight and win both of them. All right, well, as they slow down here to let that pace car catch up, they'll make some pit stops here, and we're going to go ahead and get to our shout outs here. Of course, Bob and Hanover, Lonnie and Mike and everybody out here that, you know, puts on Downforce. A big shout out to them yet again for putting on an awesome league over here. Not sure what's at stake for next season when it comes to what type of setup they're going to be running, whether it be a fixed setup like they're going to do, like they're doing this season, or if they're going to go back to the open fixed, or, you know, I don't know. Well, that remains to be seen. However, I do believe we will probably, more than likely, there's probably about a 90% chance that Downforce will be back with us over here on MaxspeedTV. So I am looking forward to seeing these guys again, and of course seeing all of you in chat as well. And a big shout out to, of course, everybody that tunes in to these races. We do appreciate it. So Chris is in his pit box here. Of course, going to take tires, take fuel, and he is going to be out and away here. And we're going to go ahead and get him back down here. Chris, got a copy there, buddy?
Yeah, it's in 4.
Well, I believe with that stage, that might solidify, not 100%, but it might. Now, you know, with the now a stint here to the end, buddy, what's, you know, now gotten, you know, with your mindset, you know, you've swept the stages. Now what are you thinking?
Just don't do anything stupid. Bring it home nice, and if we got a shot to win, we'll go for it. If not, we'll take what we got. I mean, I definitely pushed it. Oh, Dave stayed out here. Interesting.
Yeah, I believe he did.
Interesting. Okay.
Either that or he missed his box. One of the two.
Yeah. All right. So we got 70. Well, less than 70. So
yeah.
we're still gonna have to pit though. So
yes.
it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think there's any way you can make it.
Well, I don't either. And as long as you are aware that there's less than 70 to go, I think we're all squared away on that point.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, that was. I just car feels great. Just trying to make sure I don't make a mistake. I'm definitely running the Tyler Reddick line around here, and it feels great up there, but it's definitely flirting with disaster. So
yeah,
it's got to be smart for another 70 laps, and we might have a big celebration going on here tonight.
Oh yeah, well, awesome job out here tonight. We know you're fast, and I know you would love to sweep it, out here tonight for the most part. So, but hey, safety first. That's the big thing. As you said earlier, look at the bigger picture,
Yeah, we dominated Nashville and then made one mistake and was the best for the rest of the race. So yeah, definitely need to keep being smooth and see what we get here.
Oh yeah, well, awesome job on winning stage number 2, Chris. Good luck out there to finish out the race here tonight, and man, we'll see what happens, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate everybody watching. Hope we're putting on a show.
Oh, yeah. Looking good. All right. Well, here we go. Stages are completed. So we are done with the stages here tonight. And he only took fuel. Well, he is on pit road. So it looks like he might have missed his box. Or he slid into his pit box, goofed up, and then forgot to check some stuff. Yeah, so, well, he only had a 0.3 second stop. So it sounds like to me he goofed. Yeah. So, all right, well, here we go, the final stint of the race here tonight. I am not even going to do any more math here. I think Chris has got it pretty much locked, but then again, I could be wrong. However, here we go. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. There it goes. Coming into the restart zone here, Chris is on the loud pedal, and Green is once again back out here tonight for the Downforce Racing Series Season 13. Round number 15 here, the season finale at Kansas, and here comes Ross to the inside of Chris Gutierrez to the lead for the first time here tonight, bringing along Charlie Woods here, trying to fight and get up there to second, but Ross Rawlings is going to lead his first lap here tonight. It only took him 75 laps to do it, but hey, 16th to first here, folks. Biggest mover here tonight. He has been rolling. Rawlings has been rolling. There's a pun in there somewhere. Figure it out. All right. Well, these guys are racing it up. There goes Jeff going to the inside of Chris for the lead. Here comes Kevin. Oh, man. That ain't for the lead. That's for second. My bad. Ross is leading. Oops. Getting into it, folks, and I was calling the lead for second. All right. Well, as they they continue to race it up here, folks. You know the drill. We got it here tonight. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's crank it up. Alrighty, folks. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the Crank It Up cam there. I was checking something out on that Crank It Up. I did not realize I could take the session state off and just leave the Crank It Up down there at the bottom. So now that I know that, well, for next season, we'll definitely do that. It looked a lot better on Crank It Up with that top gone. But Ross Rawlings, our leader, Chris, Jeff, Charlie, rounding out the top four. Kevin back here in fifth. Austin battling here with PK. Hand over right there, right behind them. Still got a good battle, though, with PK and Austin. We got hand over. There comes Keith Hanlon to the inside. John, Dave, Lonnie, Mike, and Chris. Rounding out the 14 drivers out there on the track, but the top four checked out. At about a second ahead of Kevin Gunther, trying to run down Charlie, Jeff, Chris, and Ross. And Chris right now is kind of in a bit of a pickle here tonight, because the other three that are around him are teammates, Ross, Jeff, and Charlie. So Chris kind of like the jelly on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He's mixing it up with a couple of three drivers. So long as it's strawberry jelly. Oh, boy. Everybody pretty much, well, I was going to say single file, but Hanover's going to prove me wrong here, and he's going to, I thought he was going to try to get up there and go to the inside of Austin, but not going to be able to do it yet. We'll see if he's going to check it this time. And it looks like that inside line, though, very difficult to pass on. And at the line, I think, yeah, no, at the line, Hanover had it. And Hanover is going, whoa, Austin again up into that wall. Dave and John having a little bit of extracurricular activities behind Austin, but everybody's okay. John did feel the effects of that. Man, oh man. Pin up, but are you serious? Man. And we are winding down this race, folks. Lap number 89 here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do something else if I can. So give me just a second here, and that's kind of pull back here and press a few buttons, and then we'll get back here and press a few more, and then get back here and press a few more, and then go back even further and press a few more. I'm taking screenshots here, folks. Give me just a second. All right. Trying to just get some screenshots into this. Ross, Rawlings, Chris, Jeff, Charlie, and Kevin, Paul, Hanover, Dave, John, Austin. Ooh, Austin falling back, way back here as Lonnie and Chris gets around, as well as Mike Whitaker and Keith Hanlon. Unfortunately, one lap down. He has already pitted here. So looks like, oh, Ross up in the wall. Oh, man, we have been seeing a lot of drivers get into the wall, and that just goes to show you, just because you're the leader does not mean anything. As we've seen, Ross just fell back to fourth after putting himself up into the wall, and it's like a magnet. It will not let go. That is going to give the lead back up to Chris Gutierrez, with Dave Hunt and Hanover back here battling for sixth. Coming up on PK here in the U.S. Air Force Mountain Dew 88 machine. And Austin is down on pit road here. Pretty much. I mean, that's kind of pretty much what it's like. They get up there, and you know, when they get to the wall, get into the wall, it just will not let go. Of course, they're trying to be safe, too. They don't want to get, you know, pull it, jerk it back down. They don't want to, you know, wreck anybody. So, you know, they're trying to be careful. Well, with that lap, that's going to put Chris with 60 laps now under his belt. All right, lap 97. And speaking of the 97, right there, still on the tail of the 6. Charlie is about a little over half a second back, coming up on coming up on a second. PK, Dave, Hanover. We do have these three there. Whoa! PK getting a little friendly with the wall there, as we just seen. And is going to allow Dave to go to the inside and make the pass. There, and here comes PK back to the inside. Jeff still putting the pressure on Chris. Jeff has led 17 laps. Chris has led 64. Ross has led 17. Dave has led 1. And I believe that is it. Yes, that is all of the leaders we have had. Lap 101 here tonight. 40 laps to go. Looks like Paul and Hanover back here, duking it out for 6th. I do hope my brother is having fun up in Northwest Arkansas. That's why we have not seen him in chat here tonight. He is up there with our dad at a baseball game. All right, man, winding it down. They are going to have to come down pit road at some point. It does look like Mike Whitaker is now coming back out. That will be his final stop. And as you know, I have said it, but whoa, Jeff was trying to get down pit road. Oh, we've got to go back and take a look. And it looks like he was slowing it down. Ross was right there, and it looks like he just come into a hot. Oh, he's going to have to go all the way back around. Well, as we get back up live here, we do see Chris coming down. Charlie is going to stay out, I would assume. Yep, there comes Jeff now down. Kevin's going to come down. Dave Hunt is in his pit box. PK coming off here as well. So, you know, that is going to put Chris and Jeff on the same strategy. Probably not what Jeff had in mind, but unfortunate. Yep, just come in a little bit too hot. So we do have a Charlie Down pit road, John Hanover, Lonnie, and Chris are our drivers that have yet to pit here. So it does look like John, Mr. Anderson is coming down. Hanover is going to lead a lap. Charlie coming back out. I would assume Hanover will be down at any time, but it doesn't look like this time he's not coming down. Neither is Lonnie, Chris. All right, little bit of a strategy call, and there is John. Ooh, okay, so John is coming back out now. So we have only got 3 drivers yet to pit. Hanover, Lonnie, and Chris Walker. That's it. Keith Hanlon, as of right now he is a lap down, but we've only got 3 drivers on the lead lap. And here comes Hanover down pit road. All right, so Keith back on the lead lap. Ross on the lead lap. Chris still a lap down as Lonnie Barrington is now our leader. Chris is going to try and run him down, which looks like he will probably do that, as Lonnie is onto the inside, and he is slowing down, getting ready. Yep. Oh, I don't know. Did he get it slowed down enough? Oh, Lonnie coming in hot. Oh, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that time here and see if he gets held there or what. Ooh. All right, so Keith Hanlon is our current leader. Everybody is starting to cycle through here. And Lonnie is being held here now at about 30 seconds and climbing. Ouch. Not what you wanted to see. Whoa, Keith. Up into the wall. Ross gonna capitalize on that, and he's gonna go back up front. Lonnie coming back out. Hollingsworth, Hot, Barrington, 1 lap down. How in the world did Jeff get a lap down when he is on now the same strategy as Chris? Wait a second. Yeah. So strange, but yet that is so weird. 116. PK on the tail of Chris. Coming up on him about a half a second. It's gaining a little bit of time. We'll see if he is able to catch him. There is about a lap difference between the two, but I don't think it is going to hurt anything. Ooh, it looks like PK has used 2 of his 3 resets here. Man, looks like Ross has used 1. Keith has used 2 as well. Oof. Gonna take a lap next time by 119. Keith, Chris battle for second between these two. The Pump King 17. And the Star Wars 6 is gonna get around him. Keith going way up to the wall. Keith is up there in the DRS race room with Chris. And here comes PK to the inside of the 17. So Paul Crumry up to 3rd now. All right. That is lap 120. Next time by, we will be officially at the 20 to go mark. Winding down the final laps here tonight at Kansas, folks. It's been green flag all night long here. Minus the stages, of course. We cannot count those. And everybody pretty much at a spread out here. Not really anything going on. I do see Dave Hunt and Mr. Anderson right here together, but that is not for position. Dave is a lap down. John is up into 8th. So, you know, if I was in John's shoes and Dave got a run on me, if I was John, I would just let him go by. That's if I was in John's shoes, of course. But I'm not John, so. All right, 17 to go. It'll be 16 to go next time by. Winding them down here. What we do not need now is a yellow flag or what I call rubber duckies. We have been green this long. There is no reason these guys cannot go green the rest of the way. Now Charlie has caught PK here. That is a battle for, there would be a battle for 3rd and for podium as well. There goes Charlie to the inside of the 88. Let's see here. Charlie's able to get around him safely. Hanover and Chris doing some battling back here. Let's get back up here. Still got the battle between Charlie and PK. And it looks like Hanover did take that spot away. Charlie is going to take that spot away from PK. But PK going to keep it right there to the bumper. Ooh, Charlie really close to the wall. And there goes PK down to the inside. 14 laps to go. I gotta say, Ross Rawlings from 16th to 1st. He led his first lap at around lap 75. Dog had to go potty. Yep, we said that live right here on MaxspeedTV, folks. Every time you say that to my dogs, they get excited. They don't know what the word outside is, but they know what the word potty is. They know they got to go outside, but that's about it. Two dogs and a cat. And my babies. And Ross and Chris trying to get up there to him. Is he gonna have enough laps here? He is just a little over a second behind him. PK falling back now to Charlie. Charlie up into 3rd. And the next time by, folks, we will be at 10 to go for the Downforce Racing Series. Season 13, round 15, the season finale here at Kansas, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Thank you again, everybody, for coming out here and tuning in for the past 15 races for Downforce. And like I said, I don't know exactly when these guys will be back to racing. I would assume it would be probably around the 28th or the 5th. 28th of September at the end of the month, or the 5th of October, but don't quote me on it. We'll definitely get Bob down here and talk to him, and of course present the championship to, well, at this point, more than likely, I would say it's about a 99.99999% chance that Chris has it. So, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. That guy right there, Jeff Hollingsworth. I mean, these guys, Chris and Jeff, I mean, they duked it out, you know, and fought close throughout the season together. And both of those guys deserve a big old hug, big old pat on the back. I mean, they deserve them. They deserve it. Ooh, I heard some crinkling out there, and I don't know who that was, but I think somebody just kind of maybe got a little friendly with the wall again. And with 7 to go, I think everybody right now has pretty much settled in. We have a potential, though, for a battle between Mike Whitaker and John Anderson here. That would be a battle for 7th. Maybe Chris Walker and Hanover, a battle for ninth if Chris can get up there to him. Chris is the last driver on the lead lap here, back in 10th, so only 10 drivers on the lead lap. 3 drivers, just 1 lap down, Jeff, Dave, and Lonnie. But does not look like they are going to be able to get their laps back here. 5 to go. I have, my cat is a flame-tipped male Siamese calico. He's a very rare cat. Of course, not only are male calicos rare, but is it calico? Yeah, calico. Male calico's rare, but flame tip are usually female as well. So, very beautiful cat, and he's a big old turd, I tell you. 3 to go on her face and tail. Well, mine is on the ears and tail. That's how you know it's a flame tip. Mine is white with, like I said, the orange. Kevin Gunther coming around, handling for 5th. That happened very, very quickly. And it looks like Keith is going to fight back to the inside. 2 to go. Next time by will be the white flag. Oh, Kevin up in the wall. And next time by will be 1 to go, folks. As Ross Rawlings hits the stripe. 1 to go here tonight. What a race. Green to checkered out here tonight. There will be no yellows other than the stages. That's it, and they don't count, per se. But out of turn number 4, through the tri-oval from 16th to 1st, Ross Rawlings gonna win it here tonight at Kansas. Chris Gutierrez in 2nd, and Charlie Woods will round out the top 3 podium. PK will grab a 4th spot. And Kevin Gunther will grab the top 5 here tonight. But congratulations to our winner here tonight, Ross Rawlings, from dead last to the top spot. Awesome job by the 91. Awesome job by everybody out here. We'll hang tight, folks. We're going to get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show, and we'll let Bob do the honors of introducing Season 13 champion here tonight. Hang tight. We will be right back.
Time's up.
Well, alrighty, folks, we are back. We've caught up with our top three here tonight. We're going to go ahead and start with our winner here this evening, Ross Rawlings. Well, Ross, I wanted to call you Chastain out here tonight. I don't know why. Well, man, awesome job out here tonight, brother. You qualified in the back, and you drove all the way up through the front here tonight, you know, in dramatic fashion, actually. It took you about 75 laps to, you know, get your first lap led. But, you know, with that being said, it's all about that, you know, final lap. And, you know, you drove it like you stole it out here tonight. An awesome job there, Ross, man. Kansas, seems like you're very, very familiar with it. Man, talk about it. Green to checkered as well. Amazing race, buddy. Mike's yours.
I appreciate it. First off, just want to congratulate Chris on the championship. I was trying just to not mess him up at all, so I think this is actually the first race I ran this season. So I hadn't been able to make any of them. But I struggled qualifying. I honestly couldn't figure it out. And then in the race, it just kind of came to me as it went on. I think it would have been a good race there with Jeff at the end. He had that mishap on entering the pits. But him and Chris both were fast. I just kind of got to jump on Chris pitting that lap before him. I really think that was the difference because he was fast as well. So, but just want to thank all my OGR teammates. We had Freddie and Austin, Charlie, PK, Jeff, Chris, Walker. We're all teammates, so fun running with all them. And thanks for Bob for putting this league on and you for broadcasting it. It's always a good time.
All right. Well, you know, glad to have you back out here, Ross. I know you missed pretty much all the the whole season out here, and you know, I've got to go ahead and ask. You know, I know we're getting into the off season. You know, are you going to be able to make, you know, some more appearances next season, or do you got to figure out what your schedule is going to be?
I'm hoping I'll be able to. I definitely won't be able to make enough to run points, but I'm hoping to make some more. Cause I always have a fun time. It's just always if I can get on in time before the race starts or not, it's my issue. So hopefully I'll be able to make some more next year.
All right. Well, we hope to see you out here racing it up with the guys, even if you're not running for points. You know, get out here and maybe ruin somebody else's day.
Yeah.
Not in a wreck situation, but maybe for a point situation or a win situation. So, Awesome job out here tonight, Ross. Of course, I've got it wrote down here. Enjoy Labor Day weekend. Stay safe. That's the most important thing. Enjoy the off season. Be careful at work, and congratulations on the win here tonight, brother. Go celebrate. We hope we see you more next season, buddy.
Yeah, hey, appreciate you, and same to you. Have a good Labor Day weekend.
You too, buddy. All right, well, that is Ross. Now, we're going to go ahead and jump down here to Charlie here tonight. Oh, in mid-conversation, never fails.
Yeah, I'm back there, bud.
All right, well, Charlie, man, the Crown Royal number 40, bringing it up to the top here for podium. You did get around PK here tonight to grab that podium finish, but we got to hear from you, brother. Green to checkered, man, and it looks like you guys out there tonight were having a little bit of trouble passing at times, whether it be on the low side or the high side, but it seemed like as the run went on, that high side was where you wanted to be at. That's typical Kansas. So, kind of talk about it. Your run out here tonight, your run overall in the season. It looks like you are possibly going to lock up that fourth, maybe jump up to third. I don't know. But, man, we got to hear from you, Charlie. Awesome job, brother.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was really good. If you wanted to get on the bottom, you had to do it on a restart or at the beginning, and you could run the bottom for about 10 laps and stay with the high side. But after that, you had to go to the high side, and then after people wore their tires out, then you could get to the bottom a little bit, but it'd still take you 2 or 3 laps to get around them. So other than that, I tried to stay up in the top, trying to get some bonus points so I could try and maybe get to third in the standings, and it went pretty good. I gave Chris a break there when he got loose, and it was I just lifted and let him go, and then dropped back a little bit. Yeah, I was just trying to even get to lead a lap, which I did later, so I could get some more bonus points. And then Austin finally did drop out. I wish he hadn't, but he hit the wall a few times there.
Yeah, we seemed like for the most part of the night here at the during the beginning of the race, Austin had a little bit of issues with the wall. Nothing against Austin. Austin is a great driver, but it seemed like that wall out here tonight was not very friendly to Austin, let alone not very friendly to a lot of drivers out here tonight. I mean, several of them, got a little bit too close for comfort and smacked it a few times.
Yeah, I kind of stayed. I go just a little bit lower than them guys. I mean, a couple times I was up there. I didn't touch it. I come close, and you could get some speed up there, so that was one of the best things to do. Jeff, when he got sideways there, trying to pit, it happened in another Kansas race, the exact same thing when he was leading. So
yeah,
I felt sorry for him, but yeah, I did what I could, and drove one of my better races, and I kind of like that Kansas track. I just wish he had a couple more lanes that we could, do some passing in.
Well, it is Kansas, typical Kansas. I don't foresee them redesigning the track anytime soon to make it more lanes, because I do believe that they just redone it. What was it, a few years ago, actually?
Yeah, if they just make it so you can put a little bit more grip on the bottom side or in the middle, then you'd have a couple more lanes. You don't have to redesign the track, just gotta change the grip a little bit there.
Well, we're not gonna keep you, buddy. Awesome job. I know we've got the off season coming up now. 3 or 4 or 5 weeks off. I don't know exactly how many weeks. I know we got some recruitment for these guys coming up during that off season. Of course, Labor Day weekend this weekend as well. So, first and foremost, have a good Labor Day weekend. Stay safe, and the off season. You got any plans?
No, we're just gonna kind of kick back. We're supposed to have some fun with my neighbors, but I want to thank my my teammates there. PK and Jeff and Chris and Ross, myself, team Crown Royal. And thank you for broadcasting, and appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem, Charlie. Go celebrate your P3 here tonight. And, regardless of if you got third or fourth out here, you had an amazing, amazing season. And I think you are going to be one of the guys next season we're going to have to watch very closely for a potential championship. So, with that being said, Charlie, go celebrate third out here tonight. Enjoy the weeks off and get ready for another season, buddy.
Yeah, will do. Appreciate it. Yeah, I did win the championship a couple seasons ago, so yeah, we'll try and get another one here.
Always.
That was when you were calling me. That was when you was calling me Charles or Charlie because you didn't know what to call me.
I still call you Charlie Charles. So
I know. All right, my man. Thanks for having us, and we'll catch you next season.
Yeah, pretty good chance. All righty, buddy.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, well, that is going to bring us up here to Chris Gutierrez. We're actually also going to drag Bob up here as well. Now, before we get to the most important thing out here tonight, we're going to talk about the second important thing out here, which is the race out here tonight compared to what Chris just went through this season. Chris, awesome job out here tonight, the Star Wars #6, buddy. Man, talk about the race out here tonight. You led a lot of laps out here, man, and it was a good battle up there between you and Jeff, and then you and Ross, and you and several others throughout the race. You swept both stages, Chris. Awesome job on that as well again. But man, talk about it. It looked like y'all had fun down there.
Yeah, it was definitely if the speed was up by the wall, it was kind of like Darlington. It was like you had to race the race. Like surprisingly enough, I actually said in the race, I was like, the racetrack philosophy is working for me. I'm just keeping pressure on people and letting them run themselves on the wall. I don't think I hit it the whole race, but which is amazing for me because we all know I get over my head sometimes. But I got over my head once, and Charlie cut me a break, which I'm eternally grateful for. I went in the corner and it didn't grip. I was out of the gas, but nothing I could do there. Just kind of still figuring this car out, how the aero works when you send it in on a slider. It's fine until you get somebody right on your quarter, and then you're in trouble. But no, it was a great race. Ross had me covered that last run, and I was catching him for a while, but I was starting to feel tight, and I'm just like, it's not worth it. I'd love to win the home race, but it's not worth risking wrecking. I knew I was in a good spot, so had to play the Jimmy Johnson strategy there just a little bit.
Well, you did. You did what you had to do. Yeah, you didn't bring it home in the victory lane, but you got the most important thing out of the ordeal here tonight. I'm actually going to turn it over to Bob Lacavara here this evening. Bob, bud, before you get to that, man, it's been an amazing season out here tonight.
It really has been a good season. There's been an awful lot of good racing this season. Chris and I were just talking about the number of caution-free races that we've had and the good hard racing that we've had in between. There's a lot of really good drivers in this league, and the competition is stout, and the racing is good. So it's been a great season. I've really enjoyed it. And it's just been fun to sit back and watch.
Oh yeah, definitely has. We like every league, there's going to be ups and downs, and y'all had y'all's fair share of ups and downs, but y'all had more ups than y'all did downs, and that just goes to show the caliber of drivers that y'all have over here at Downforce. A great league to be a part of. Y'all went from the open fixed top racing to the full fix this season. And, the style of racing was a little different, but the caliber of racing was the same. Just hard fought, battling side by side. I mean, it just goes to show you with these guys out here, Bob, doesn't matter what you throw at them, they're going to race it.
Well, there's no question about that. And we had a lot of discussion when we went from the fixed open to a standard fix. And of course, we're using, custom, highly engineered setups. But the thought was that the fast guys are going to be fast no matter what you throw at them. There's enough talent in this field that it doesn't matter what the setup is, they're still going to be fast. But the mid pack guys probably benefited the most from going with the fixed setups.
Yeah.
At this point, I think the racing was probably a little closer mid pack than it was with the fixed open where we were making adjustments. So I think we're probably going to end up, we still haven't finalized yet, but for next season, we're probably going to end up going with our fixed. But again, part of the good racing that we have is the fact that our setups are engineered so well. They are, far and away better than most of the stuff that you can find online. And of course, there's no comparison whatsoever to the iRacing setups.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, with that being said, Bob, there is a big thing you got to do out here tonight. Chris is still down here, and I know Chris knows what it is. So, Bob, I'm going to turn the mic over to you, buddy. Mike's yours.
All right. Well, Chris, congratulations on the season championship. Excellent run throughout the season and great race tonight. You really kept it straight and employed some really great strategy tonight. Ran a really solid race to win this championship. So, congratulations.
Thanks. Absolutely stoked right now. I don't even know what to say, Bob. This has been a really fun league. Like I said, I love the fact that we run long, and like I've learned so much about long run that's helping me in other things I'm doing. So I mean, it's absolutely helping me become a better driver racing in this league, and that's a credit to how you run things and how the kind of drivers we have. It's been an awesome season.
Well, I could talk to you, Bob, and you, Chris, pretty much all night long, but I know Bob's probably got some things he's got to do tomorrow, and I'm sure you, Chris, have got a few things you got to do tomorrow. But Chris, awesome job, bud. P2 here tonight, but hey, overall, the season champion, man. I know it really probably hasn't hit you yet, but when it does, I'm sure Facebook is going to be blowing up with pictures and you just being ecstatic about it. So, awesome job this season, Chris. And, we got the off season coming up, Labor Day weekend coming up this weekend, bud. You got any plans?
Watching the Southern 500 this weekend and doing the NIS race on Saturday sounds good. I'm gonna take it easy and enjoy this. I've wanted to win a championship in iRacing and the NASCAR stuff for as long as I've been on here. I didn't really care where, if it was official or league, and I can't believe I actually did it. It's still sinking in. There's a lot of people. I've had a hard road, some of it my own doing, trying to learn how to do this correctly. But I've had people in my corner my whole iRacing career. They know who they are. I had people that encouraged me even when the bad days happen, and this is for all of them that like believe that I can do this. So I mean, I'm pretty emotional right now. I was tearing up from across the line, which I figured I would be. But yeah, this is freaking awesome.
All righty. Well, with that being said, Chris, I'm not going to keep you any longer, buddy. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate the championship and, of course, get ready for the off-season and next season?
Yeah, just anybody that's from my home state or family that tuned in tonight to watch. I felt the hometown support. Bob and Terry and Mike for putting the league together. My buddy Kevin and Cody, who kind of brought me into this league. Kevin's been good at kind of helping me get my head right on stuff. And Jeff's posse competitor. We had great races the whole season. I don't think we had hard, but maybe one incident. He's completely classy, races hard, races clean, and if you're gonna beat somebody for a championship, he's a guy that I can take a lot of pride in coming out on top, because he's definitely one of the best I've ever raced with.
Yeah, Jeff, I've known Jeff for a long time, and he's a classy dude, man. He races hard and he races clean, and I gotta say, he's one of those guys. If you want to learn, he'll be a guy to teach you, and I know you've learned, off of him as well. So, It's amazing, the way people can learn on the sim here. So, but Chris, go celebrate your championship, bud, and we hope to see you back next season to defend it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll get roped into coming back for sure. Definitely looking forward to the off season. But I guess I got to ask at this point: am I granted the rank of Jedi Master?
I guess so.
Roger that.
All right. Heck yeah, guys! It's been an awesome season. We'll see you next season. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope we put a show on for you guys. I'm so thankful right now.
All righty, Chris, go celebrate, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Take care.
Yep. All right. Well, Bob, I could talk to you all night long, but we're getting ready for the off season. We got some recruitment races coming up. As usual, as I always ask, how many weeks y'all planning on taking off? Do you have an idea of maybe when we're going to come back? And, I know you're kind of looking at everything, so, go ahead.
Yeah, we are. We're going to take 3 weeks off. We're going to do some recruiting, and then we're going to come back toward the end of September.
Okay.
With the start of the new season, we've got the Gen 4 Tuesday series and the Cup series on Thursdays synced up at this point, so both of them will kick off at the same week. But we're actually going to do a couple things in this next 3 weeks. We're going to do some fun races where the guys can just get together and have some fun and some fun cars and that kind of thing. And then recruit, grab a few new people, some like-minded folks who have some good racecraft, and bulk up the league a little bit and be ready to go for the next season.
All right. Well, I'm sure I will hear from you between now and I'm assuming the 28th, correct?
Whatever that date is, I don't have a calendar in front of me, but that sounds about right.
Yeah, around the 28th. So we'll keep an eye out on that. So I'm sure I'll hear from you between now and then. So, big thing about it is, though, it was a great, great season. Went by too quickly, in my opinion. I already put my 2 cents in about what y'all should do. Of course, we know it ain't gonna happen, but that's just the way it goes. When you're having fun, the seasons go by quickly. So probably gonna get one more season in 2023 before we get into the holidays.
Yeah, we will. We'll get that one more 15-week season in. Take a little break during the holidays, and then sometime after the first of the year, start another new season. So it just keeps going.
It's just a revolving door here, folks. So, Bob, I enjoyed it as always. Looking forward to seeing, of course, the return of some of the veteran drivers from Downforce, and of course, possibly seeing a couple of new drivers come in. But those new drivers, they're gonna have to buckle up and be careful, because we got great caliber drivers already over here. So it's gonna be something different.
Yeah, there's no question about it. It's like a new driver coming into NASCAR and having to deal with Gibbs and Hendricks.
Yep. All righty, buddy. Well,
okay.
We'll get with you throughout the off weeks.
Okay, we will catch up with you. Joshua, thank you for a great season. Things in the booth went very, very nicely, and we appreciate your work.
I do appreciate it, and looking forward to be back at it again next season for season 14, actually. So
you bet.
So we'll see you then.
All righty. Well, take care. Good night.
You too, buddy. Good night. All right, well, that was Bob Lacavara, folks, the owner of Downforce. But it takes Bob, it takes Hanover, it takes Mike, it takes all the admins over here to keep this league going. So big shout out to, of course, all of them for doing what they do over here. Big shout out to all the fans out there that have tuned in with us and kept going this season. I know we had Eric out there, and Brendan was out there at some point. Dennis was out there chatting it up. So, big shout out to all of y'all. Robert Edgerton, I know him from another league, so big shout out to Robert. Lost Me 61. Big shout out to all of y'all for tuning in. We do appreciate it. We're going to get down here to the official results here tonight. So here we go. Our winner here tonight, Russell Rawlings, coming from 16th to 1st. Grabbing the win out here tonight. Chris Gutierrez is going to finish in 2nd. However, he will come away with the season 13 championship here tonight. A big shout out to Chris. Charlie Woods there. Oh, Charlie Charles. Yep, we're going to continue it probably next season, calling him Charlie Charles. So Charlie there in 3rd. PK finishing up in 4th. Kevin Gunther 5th. Keith Hanlon 6th. Mike Whitaker 7th. John Anderson, Mr. Anderson, there in 8th. Hanover 5th, 9th. And Chris Walker 10th. Jeff Hollingsworth in 11th. And I got to give a shout out to Jeff here tonight, too. Fought hard all season long, including here tonight. He did, have a shot, and it was a pretty good shot, actually. Just, Kansas unfortunately bit him again here. But, big shout out to Jeff. Great dude. If y'all don't know Jeff Hollingsworth, folks, y'all need to get to know him inside of iRacing and outside of iRacing. Great, great dude just to sit and talk with. And if you just need somebody to talk to, he's one of the guys. He'll just sit there and listen. You maybe give you some advice. So, Jeff, he'll finish 11th here tonight. Dave Hunt in that 12th spot. Lonnie Barrington 13th. Austin Williams 14th. Bob Lacavara. A big shout out to Bob again for putting on an awesome league over here. He'll finish 15th, and Fred Williams will round it out here tonight in 16th. But like I said, folks, thank you all for tuning in over here on MaxspeedTV until next season, right around, I believe, the 28th of October. We are in September now, so October the 28th, we will fire a season 14 up for both the Tuesdays and right here on MaxspeedTV for Thursday. So until next season, folks, man, enjoy Labor Day weekend. Stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.